Hi, Rob here with At Home with Rob and Tim, and today we're going to be talking about getting some caladiums like this planted in a new grow bed. And we're going to try to expand the aquaponics system that we have to put these into a new place where, if you'll follow me, Tim, we're going to have them down here growing. Now, what we're going to do is get these into a makeshift grow bed, not like this, but a different one that will float, and we're going to have some other things going on. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do there. Now, what happened with these in a previous episode, we showed you that they were growing in the bag, and what happened was one of these accidentally overflowed. Water was all over the floor. These were all over the floor as I was doing a cataloging of all the new plants that we'd gotten, and they started to grow. Well, they're still trying to grow, and this has been a couple of months now, so we've got to do something with them, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to try to get these growing in another one of the grow beds. So if you'll come with me, we're going to go back to our work table and get started. All right, so we're back at our workstation here, and what we're going to do, we've taken these were two that overflowed and started growing. Now it says that there's 10 plants per each, so we should have 20 in here. Now I'm going to tell you that many times these growers don't count, and what they're doing is they're just throwing some in, and there are also going to be some small ones that are already attached that you'll be able to divide. So you'll actually have more than 10 plants, and this was $10.98 from Lowe's. Very good buy. It will multiply, and you'll be able to divide it as the years pass and have many more of these. This is a tropical plant, and it does not like a whole lot of water, so I really want to set something up where it's going to get water access but not have this just in water. And you saw one of them fall. Well, it was this one. So we're gonna have to do something about that. We'll just take care of it. This, compost. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna create this. This will have the clay pebbles that are in the grow beds that we have right now. We're gonna plant these into it and then attach that to this. Now, this right here is just a styrofoam tray. We get chicken breasts, and they come in these, so we clean them really good. Then you'll notice that there are holes. I punched these myself, and then after we get it to that point, then we can put in the clay pebbles. So now the idea is we're going to turn this one upside down, and I want to use this in the bottom because if you'll notice, and I'll just try to turn it around so you can see the light coming through there. It is still wet, but it has places for small fish to go in and out. So as we're raising mosquito fish, there'll be a live bearer. The cichlids will also produce a lot of fry as well. I doubt the goldfish will do anything. They lay eggs. They usually attach them to things. Right now there's nothing for them to attach to, so I'm not really concerned about them. But I know that the cichlids and the mosquito fish will. So this will give them an opportunity to get in and hide from the adult fish. You'll notice that the handles, and this is a basket I got from Dollar Tree, by the way, and if this works, then we'll go back and get some more and expand on it. But you'll notice that right here we do have an opening where the larger fish could get through. So I am going to come up with something there to either block it completely or at least reduce it so there's more of a mesh like it is on this here. And one of the things that I want to try is using the nylon cable ties to tie this down, but I'm going to have to wait on that for now because this is going to be seated under the water. It's not quite as tall as I had hoped it would be, and when you put this on top, it's actually going to be under, so it's going to have to float a little more like that. Now the good thing is, though, this may give me an opportunity to weigh down this. The other thing is that this tray and the width of this basket are not the same. The basket's actually wider, so I cannot do this and put rocks or something like that in there, because again, the fish will be able to go through. If there was a way to reduce that open space, that would be good. But that's such a large open space. I don't want to try to risk that. It would be too easy to pop through. So what we're going to do earlier, just to get ready for this, I decided to go ahead and clean off all of the dirt. And took it in and washed it really good so that we would minimize how much dirt was on these right here. We don't want a lot of dirt getting into the tank with the fish. Now, it's not going to really hurt the fish, but we don't want it to get to the pumps, and we just don't want to muddy things up at all. So what I'm going to do is just pull back and stick in. Now these are going to be, these trays are shallow enough that there's not going to be a whole lot of room. But all we're doing is just enough to get it to secure in place. Now here's another one. Okay, and on this one, let me point out we got, there's another plant coming. That one is gone. There's another one on this side, and then the main one right there in the middle. So this one's got more. Now the holes that I've placed in here are holes meant for the roots to go down through. They will make their way, they'll find the water. I'm not going to try to put them in there myself. It's not necessary. They'll find it. They'll be able to sense it. I'm not also going to be able to place all of these in this one tray. I am going to have to do multiple trays because, like I said, we've got 20 of these, and these are big. These are not small pieces at all. Let's just go ahead and get a few more of these in. These clay pebbles have actually dried out, and they're gonna be floating, so it's also going to be necessary for this to get wet and then allow the pebbles to build up moisture again so that they can stay in place. Now the reason that we want to attach it to this, and we've actually put this on here, is because the trays float. We've placed plants in here before, but when the water is coming out of the grow bed above, it is so powerful that it starts moving the tray, and then when the tray gets in the wrong place, the water just puts the clay pebbles everywhere. It just destroys it. And so that's not going to be a lot of help to us. Now what we're going to do with this is just let it be a test to see how it works, to see what we need to do. Because what we would like to do is eventually get it so that we have lettuce and stuff like that growing in these. The same idea of the pebbles holding the seeds and stuff in place, letting the roots grow down, and then we have another grow bed. We've got 4 big ones up top. I don't have a whole lot in there right now because I don't want to really fill it out too much right now, but we do need more room. We have enough of the fish tanks, the water in there, to take care of 4 more grow beds. We're also looking at a way that we can set up grow beds off on the other side here and have water pump over, come down, we'll pump it back into the main systems. So that is our plan for today. Now, I am not going to try to set this up with the basket in there for now because I don't have a way of securing this. When we do have that in place, we're going to do an update. Now, I also have several friends who love to garden, and they say that they garden through me, and so all of these videos are encouraging to them. For y'all that do garden, please comment below. Give me some ideas. What are some things that you would try? Again, we don't have to use this basket, but we do need something that's going to help hold the tray in place. And the other thing is that the basket does provide a place for the fish, for the young fry, to get in and hide until they're big enough to take care of themselves. Let me think, there was something else. Oh, I do have a friend that does watch these. Her health is not that great right now, so any prayers for her would be awesome. She would really appreciate it. If you would, comment below, give us a like, give us suggestions on what we can do differently with this project and some ideas that you might have. Subscribe if you've not subscribed. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Hey, psych. Thought I was going to leave you hanging? No, not really. All right, so here's where we are. And as you can see, this is floating around, so it's not fully what I want. And I need to add a little more so that the tray can float and the basket be stationary. But you get an idea of what we're talking about, where we're going with this. So enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon.